Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Fantom price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Fantom chart, which at the time of this recording has continued to hold above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart. We have also continued to hold above a key area of support at around the $0.5 mark. We have also made a high at around the $0.59 mark, and that is after seeing a massive breakout out of a chart pattern that we had over here, which is a double bottom, whose target areas at around the $0.578 mark we have fully maximized, and this chart pattern was formed after we fully maximized our target areas to the lower side in the formation of these larger Elliot wave count 2. And I believe that whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of a massive bounce to the upside in the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 3, which is right here in yellow. And before I get further into the technical analysis and also give you my next price targets here on the Fantom chart, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to continue with the video here on the 4-hour chart by first giving you a quick recap of what has been happening, where you can see that after Fantom made its lower low at around the $0.16 mark, we started this massive bounce to the upside, obeying the Elliot wave structures, where you can see that I'm terming that as the first wave to the upside. Then we saw this corrective structure giving us the low for that wave 2. Then we started this massive bounce to the upside, seeing the high for that wave 3 at around the $0.3575 mark. Then we retest in the formation of that wave 4. Then started another massive run up to the upside in the formation of this wave 5 in a move that has now given us a peak at around the $0.657 mark. And after seeing this 5-wave structure to the upside right here in red, that completed an even larger Elliot wave count 1, which is right here in yellow. And after seeing the formation of this larger Elliot wave count 1, whatever we expected next is a corrective structure in the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 2, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, that gave me a minimum retracement area in the formation of that larger Elliot wave count 2 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, and I have marked that target area here on the charts using this red target area, and it is within this red target area that I was expecting to see the low for that second wave. And you can see that we saw our low for that second wave at around the $0.41 mark, and after seeing that low we saw the formation of this chart pattern, which is a double bottom, which gave us a breakout to the upper side, and we have continued pushing even higher, making a peak at around the $0.59 mark in what could be the start of the formation of that larger Elliot wave count 3, which is right here in yellow, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $1.2102 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that wave 3 to the upside to do. And in the formation of that wave 3, which is an impulsive wave, I'm also expecting to see a 5-wave structure in formation, having the wave 5 and also fully maximizing our target areas to the upside in the formation of that wave 3. And I believe we have started to see such a movement here on the Fantom chart, and if I zoom in so that you can see that better and also give you my next price targets here on the Fantom chart, you can see that after making our low for this second wave at around the $0.41 mark, we started this massive bounce to the upside in what I'm terming as that first wave to the upside. And after seeing the high for that wave 1, we saw this corrective structure over here in the formation of this wave 2, and soon I'm expecting the start of another bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, then expect a wave 4, and then push even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to fully maximize our target areas to the upside in that Elliot wave structure right there in yellow, and getting to see whether the second wave down here has done the minimum that we expect a wave 2 to the lower side to do by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1. That gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, which is a target area that you have not yet fully maximized, because you can see we have seen a reaction of the fib level 0.382, and right now we are seeing a bit of a bounce to the upside, and that gives me two possible scenarios that could possibly play out over here. And the first one is we might have made our low in the formation of this wave 2 at the fib level 0.382, and that is at around the $0.52 mark, and that's the reason as to why we are seeing a bit of a reaction to the upside in what could be the start of the formation of this wave 3, and if that is the case, I can use the trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging it to the low of the second wave, giving me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.8265 mark. Then we can expect a wave 4 and then push even higher in the formation of that wave 5. So that is the first possible scenario that we can expect over here. And for this move to continue playing out, we need to continue holding above the 20-day MA. We also need to see a break above the wave 1 high that we made over here at around the $0.59 mark. And once those two moves continue to play out over here, then that will be enough confirmation that whatever we are seeing is the start of that massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. But in case we see a decrease in the buying volume and continue pushing even lower, then we can term whatever we have over here as an ABC corrective structure, where we can expect one more leg down to fully maximize our yellow target area. And once that is done, then we can sketch out a new target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. So we need to continue watching that. In case we lose the 20-day MA, then there are chances of continuing to push a little bit lower in one more leg down in the formation of this wave C to fully maximize our yellow target area and also give us the low for that second wave. But in case we continue holding above the 20-day MA, continue holding above the wave 1 high at around the $0.59 mark, and continue pushing even higher, then that will be enough confirmation that whatever we are seeing is the start of this massive bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, where I have my minimum target area at around the $0.82 mark. And that is what I'm expecting here on the short-term scenarios. And before I give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, allow me to first take a look at the indicators, where here on the RSI you can see we are trading at around the 55 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to fully support higher prices here on the RSI, and also lower movements will still be supported. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the 4-hour MACD we have been able to print a bearish cross, meaning there are chances of continuing to see a bit of a short-term bearish movement, and that could fully support the chances of fully maximizing our yellow target area before we can continue with that bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3. And jumping to the daily chart to give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, basing it on the Elliot wave structures. Here on the daily chart you can see that Fantom, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a massive bounce to the upside, seeing the all-time high at around the $3.5 mark in what I'm terming as that first wave to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure in a move that gave us a low at around the $0.16 mark in what I'm terming as the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 2. And I believe that soon we are going to start a massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, which could have started there on the 4-hour chart, in what we are seeing on the 4-hour chart, where I have target areas to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $5.7395 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that wave 3 to the upside to do, where I'm also expecting to see a 5-wave structure in formation, having the wave 5 fully maximizing our target areas to the upside in the formation of that wave 5. So that is what I'm expecting here on the long-term scenarios and also on the short-term scenarios, and let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.